Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, and today we're doing a pick a card reading on what's next in your career. And I thought it'd be nice to do something a little bit more focused on a particular area of life. And we have 3 piles to choose from. Pile 1, we have the Lightworker and this turquoise heart. And then for pile 2, we have the Muse Tarot and this Labradorite heart. And then for pile 3, we have the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot and this piece of raw amethyst. So as always, feel free to pause the video if you need to, and I will see you in your reading. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. So we're going to use the tarot in a moment, but we're going to look at some oracle cards first, which will be your overall energy. But with the turquoise, although I've said it's turquoise, I'm not sure whether this might actually be blue howlite. But either way, to me it's a very protective stone and a protective colour. And it's all to do with, because of it being blue, it's all to do with your communication and your throat chakra. And so you may find that you are either in need of being more expressive with how you communicate your wants and needs, or it's something that you're very good at. But it feels like there's something around communication. It may be something that you're moving into with your work and career. You may find that you are advocating for yourself more, or there may be something around that type of position, whether it's something creative like singing, or it could be something like public speaking, presenting, those sorts of things. I'm going to pop that up there, and we will look at your tarot card, not your tarot card, sorry, your oracle cards. So your oracle cards, these are going to give an overall view of your energy and where you are at the moment, and then we'll get into the tarot to see what's coming next for you. So we have Witch, Justice is Coming with 27. We also have Road Knight. Just pop that up there. And we have Integration. I combined body, mind and soul to lift all of humanity into a new dimension. Pop that up there. And we also have Anything is Possible and Everything Can Be. And finally we have Starseed. Raise the vibration of the planet through your radiant, loving light. So to start off with, your energy is very intuitive and tapped into the energies around you and the planet as a whole. So you may find that you're likely into something related to that, whether it be tarot itself or your psychic abilities may be switching on, and you may start to experience those or be experiencing those at the moment, because you are, it feels like you're cleaning house. You're cleaning up any residual vibrations and things that aren't serving you, whether that be that you are clearing clutter, making way for the new to come in, or you are cleaning up your vibration, whether that be doing something like yoga or meditation, but something that is balancing your mind, body and soul, because you know that you're having that ripple effect out into the world and what is attracted to you and what you're creating. So it feels like at the moment your focus has been on yourself and how you're presenting yourself and showing up in the world, both in an outward way and your own inner world as well. But because we have things that are linked with your higher chakras, and then we have rhodonite here, which is linked with your heart chakra, it feels like you're really starting to embody and connect and bring down that intuitiveness from your higher self, and you're starting to embody that, because as this card here says, anything is possible and everything can be. And you're really starting to drop into that and really feel that. It's because it's one thing to know it in our mind and to logically understand it in a way, but it's very different to be able to embody that and really feel it within us as well. You may also intuitively feel and know that change is coming, and that you are preparing yourself for something bigger, even if you don't know what that is right now. It almost feels like that preparation time and getting ready to be ready, if that makes sense. If you follow Law of Attraction and Abraham Hicks, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. If not, go and check them out. But it's this thing of being ready to be ready to be ready. So it's that constant evolving process where we are upgrading and embodying the new version of ourselves and integrating that. And each step that we take towards that, it opens up another step and opportunity. But whatever it is that you're trying to manifest and that you're trying to bring in, it's on its way. Regardless of the semantics and how it is that you are hoping it will be and show up in the 3D, whatever career choice that is. It's this energy of knowing that it's coming, but not knowing quite how. But it's just that preparation of being ready. So let's get into your tarot cards and see if we can get a bit more detailed on this. So Spirit, what's next in my pile one's career, please? That one wants to come out. 9 of Cups. 6 of Swords, yeah, that makes perfect sense. What else, please? 8 of Swords. Yeah, you've already put in so much work. The position that you're in right now, it feels like you've been working at it for some time, and there is an element of emotional fulfillment. And although you are happy and comfortable with where you are, you know that there is more for you out there, and there is this sense of moving to calmer waters. A lot of the things that have been holding you back, and you may already be aware of this, but a lot of the things that have been holding you back is they're mental trappings of your own doing. So they may be limiting self-beliefs, or not feeling like you are qualified enough for something that you are working towards. But you don't have to be fully qualified to step into the new role that you want and that you're working towards. You may also have a need for rest and knowing how to balance your work-life balance, and balance out knowing when to rest and when to take action, and being okay with taking rest and time for you. What else, please, Spirit? There's something else that's it's almost on the tip of my tongue, but it's not it's not quite fully formed or coming through. It's like maybe you have an idea of where it is that you want to go next in your career, but you're not 100% sure, or you feel like you're being slowly, intuitively nudged towards something, but it isn't clear what action steps you need to take towards it as yet. So what action, please, Spirit? What action do my pile ones need to take towards their career, or to expand and evolve their career? What next steps do they need to take that will support them in this? The Empress, yeah, being able to receive and feeling comfortable in the abundance that you already have as well, because the Empress has everything that she needs already there in front of her. It's this energy of abundance and gratitude for what already is, and the ideas that you already have, and the skill set that you already have, and allowing yourself to receive things from others, whether it be saying yes to opportunities, or being able to, it almost feels like taking a step back and allowing the universe to play its part and to bring opportunities and people and things to you, rather than keep striving forwards, because you may have difficulty. Yeah. It's not so much a need of knowing where you're heading and what direction you need to be going in, which it feels like you may be tying yourself up in knots with this Eight of Swords energy. It's more important to keep, because I keep being drawn back to this card here, Justice is coming, and just being able to focus on your home life, what you already have, because there aren't any real details as to what your career move is going to be, and it feels like it's because you aren't meant to know. You're meant to carry on focusing on your home and clearing up your energy and your space, and it feels like a purging to be able to embody these elements and aspects of yourself, because by doing that, it's going to clear the way and clear the path for you to move forwards and move into this Empress energy. Because I think deep down in your heart and through your own intuitive guidance, you're going to be led to where it is that you're supposed to be anyway. So how are you helping, please, Spirit? The Hermit. Yeah. And Justice. We have Justice on the back of the deck as well. So Spirit is helping you by finding that balance and being your own inner light, rather than worrying about what's expected of you from the external world, or what it is that is expected of you within your current position and role. Because it feels like you are pretty comfortable financially and materially with where you are right now. And the things that will be changing, they aren't going to change until you come into alignment with your new vibrational set point and you've balanced out embodying your higher self. It's almost finding that balance between your head and your heart, kind of a scenario is how it feels. And Spirit's helping you to do that by looking within, because you'll be able to, what's this, what's come out, Six of Wands, yeah, then you'll be victorious, and you'll have the success, and it almost feels like a sense of well-being. So you may be feeling slightly out of balance at the moment, whether it's work or not. But the answers that you're looking for, they're within you. And once you continue to do this vibrational clear up and clear out, then everything's going to fall into place for you. So it isn't so much about something that you need to do or a career change, because you may not even end up changing careers. But once your vibration changes and you're feeling more settled within yourself, everything's going to fall into place. So anything that you are waiting for and wanting, because it feels like we have justice coming out twice here. So any contracts that are coming up, or if you have a contract that you are unsure about, everything's going to balance out and fall into place. It's a matter of keeping your vision clear about what it is that you want. So if you get an offer come through that isn't quite what you want, and you're wondering whether you should settle for something less than what you're actually desiring, then you're being asked to wait, because what it is that you really want is coming. Just carry on doing the work, resetting your vibrational set point. Because you have starseed here, it feels like you're going to understand the whole thing about vibrational set points and being able to upgrade your way of thinking and your vibration, and following what it is that really sets your heart on fire and lights you up. And don't settle for something that isn't going to bring you that joy and happiness. This is all about finding your people, and it's that thing of, once you find your tribe, then work isn't going to feel like work. I'm really sorry that this hasn't been more detailed, and it feels very vague, but it feels like you're not supposed to know all the details right now. I'm going to see if we can get some guidance from which deck did I pick up? Oracle of the Unicorns, because unicorns they're one of those mythical creatures, but they're also a spiritual creature, that they work with us on our soul path, and we will have a unicorn that we work with through multiple lifetimes, because they are with us for our soul journey, regardless of what incarnations we have. So it feels very apt for you to get some guidance and advice from them, and we'll just see what comes through. And then hopefully it will be I don't know, more illuminating. It feels so wishy-washy and vague. I'm so sorry. So we have delight. Count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasure in simple things. Always expect the best. And it's that thing that we were talking about, of staying in a higher vibrational set point. So you may find gratitude journaling and mindfulness practices very helpful. And just Hygge is kind of, I think it's pronounced Hygge. Hygge, Huggy, Hoogie. The Danish practice it's a mindfulness kind of practice, but it's about focusing on our connections and our comfort, rather than where we are striving towards, and material gains. So that may be something that's quite helpful for you at the moment as well. And we have this one that wants to come out, discernment. All is not what it seems. Stay true to your knowing. Keep your dreams a secret. So if you need to keep things to yourself, what it is that you're planning, why you're doing things the way you are, you don't have to explain yourself or justify it to anyone. But stay true to your vision. And what else? What else my pile ones, please? And we have celebration that's flipped over, which is a positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success. Enjoy your achievements. Yeah, keep that focus, that vision. It's coming. What it is that you're trying to bring in and manifest, it's coming. Maybe that's why I'm not getting details of it, because it's different for all of you and it's very personal to you as to what it is that you're trying to bring in your career. And on the back we have passion. Do what excites you. Get fired up about your life. Increase your energy levels. Yeah, it's that thing, isn't it? Once you're bringing that intuitive knowing into your heart center and following it, which is your passion coming through. So keep doing what you're doing. There isn't really much else. It's more of a thing of not giving up. Don't allow yourself to be swayed by something that isn't quite what you want, or isn't going to bring you that fulfillment and that passion and drive that you've been wanting to pursue. Just keep doing it. Keep going for what it is that's lighting you up. So I hope that this has been somewhat helpful, and thank you ever so much for letting me read for you, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you if you made it to the end of this reading. But yeah, please feel free to like, comment or subscribe. Let me know if this resonates, and I hope that you will come back and see me again soon. Bye. Hi Pile 2, welcome to your reading. So, there's something very grounded about your energy, or a need to ground and to it feels like a need for some self-compassion, self-love, self-care. It may be something that you're struggling with, or maybe something that you're working on at the moment, but I think that you intuitively know what it is that you need. I'm feeling called to show you this crystal, which I don't think is quite within shot. No, it's just out of the shot. So this little labradorite that you picked, I actually have a massive chunk of it just off camera on my desk. Now, labradorite is a very intuitive, psychic kind of crystal, which enhances your psychic abilities and allows you to connect more deeply with your guides. Archangel Michael is coming through for you as well. So Archangel Michael might be an angel that you are drawn to work with. If you don't already, then I would highly recommend it. Archangel Michael is great for cord cutting if you are trying to cut away any limiting self-beliefs, or anything that, any situations or people who are draining your energy. Archangel Michael is the one to call in and ask for help. But before we get into your tarot, I'm going to pop those to one side because I have some pre-shuffled oracle cards for you, which is going to be a general overview of where you are right now, your energy, and kind of how you're coming to the situation, or what the situation is. So we have protest, start a revolution with number 28. We also have tiger iron. Unfortunately, I don't have any tiger iron here to show you, but tiger iron it's a very grounding stone, but it also embodies, because it has, I could be completely wrong, but I think it's red jasper run through it as well. But it's a very, I want to say, it's probably the wrong wording for it, but I want to say passionate. It's very much about grounding your passions into the 3D and giving them solid form and being able to empower yourself and kind of take control of the situation. And we also have heart chakra with number 17. I love myself and others unconditionally and nurse loving relationships. And we also have we rise by lifting others and no limitations. You are a celestial being with unlimited potential. There is much for you to share. Okay, I'm going to move that down there. Let's juggle these around a little bit. So it feels like you're unappreciated where you are right now. Whatever job or position you're in, it feels like you're feeling stagnant, you're feeling taken for granted. Things aren't, it's like you're in the wrong place. And you're such a giving person, because you're so tapped into your heart chakra, and it feels like you come from a heart-centered place, and not everyone is going to be like that. You may be in a position or job where the people around you are quite ruthless, or it may be the industry that you're in where it's all about figures, numbers, and always striving forwards, whereas you're coming from a heart-centered place where you really want to make a difference and to help people. And so the position that you're in, it doesn't feel like it's fully in alignment with who you are, but I think that you know that, and that's why you've probably clicked on this reading, is because you don't feel like you really, I was going to say fit there, but that might be the wording that you're using. You don't feel like you fit or like you belong there. But there are others around you, because although I'm being drawn to the imagery in this card, so although people are, there's a need for you to stand up for yourself and to communicate what it is that you need in your position, and whether that be that you can't do the extra hours that's being asked of you, or you need to vocalize that you feel like the people that you're supposed to be in charge of are actually undermining you and taking control of the situation. There are others, because it feels like this would be you in the central role, because at the end of the day we are meant to be the stars in our own show, right? We aren't supposed to be the extra in someone else's. So with you being this central person, you have others around you who are going to be supportive of your decisions and supportive of you standing up for yourself and asking for what it is that you need, and really having that support and camaraderie around you. It's just a matter of being able to see it, because it feels like you have, to some degree, kind of found your tribe within the position that you're in now. It's just a matter of maybe a need for better boundaries and things like that. You may find that things shift within your current workplace if you were to assert your boundaries more. Or it may be that you find that you need to move to a different position, because there is a lot about being connected with your heart and having unlimited potential and wanting to really lift others and be this solid foundation of support for other people. Although don't forget to pour back into your own cup with the things that were coming through before we'd even started looking at your oracle cards. There is that thing of needing to pour back into your own cup and practice self-love and self-care. So when it comes to this situation, we spoke earlier about Archangel Michael. You can ask Archangel Michael to come in and help you with this situation that you're working through, with things not being, with having your, it feels like you're having your boundaries just kind of walked all over, because the people, the majority, or it could be one person, but there is someone that is not even acknowledging your boundaries, but just kind of waltzing all over them. So you may want to work with Tiger Iron and Labradorite as well, because they're going to help balance out your intuition and being able to ground things and have stronger boundaries. So let's get into your tarot and see, because I wanted to tailor the questions to each group. So let's see what's going to happen next with this, with the current situation. How is it going to unfold? How is this situation going to unfold next, please? Four of Emotions. What else? Muse of Materials. So, no, it came out that way. It's supposed to go that way, isn't it? Okay. Probably fits better the other way, but I hope that that is all. Can you still see that? Just if I move it over this way a bit. I think the camera's moving of its own accord. Oh, I really need to sort this setup out. It's not how I want it to be. But that's my problem. So I will work on it, I promise. With the Four of Emotions here and the Muse of Materials, there is definitely a need to look up and see the support that is already there for you, because it feels like you're going to be moving away from this in some way, because we have the Muse of Materials here, and she's on this path going towards this gateway here, and it almost feels like there is better out there for you. There is a workplace and situation that is better suited to you. But to be able to see that and to be able to move towards it, there is a need to practice gratitude for what you already have. And this can be very difficult, because there's teaching, I know it wasn't exactly the answer to the question that I asked, but as a side note, there is something that's coming through that feels important to tell you. When it comes to not being happy in a situation, before we can move into a situation that brings us more fulfillment, there is a need to be grateful for what we already have. Because otherwise we are going to take that energy with us into the new situation, even if we change jobs, move, whatever the situation is. Obviously in this case it's regarding work. So if you were to move into a new position, new job, whether it be a promotion within the same company or doing something completely different, if you are still in this vibrational set point of not being able to see what it is that is working for you and that is good about the position that you're in and the job that you currently have, whether it be the financial stability and things like that, then we take that with us, and we end up, although the job may look better than the one that we currently have, we end up recreating the situation within that new role and that new position, because we haven't cleared up our vibrational set point and how we are viewing work and the way that we associate going into work and the energy around that. So there is a need to clear that up before moving into something new. So you can do that by focusing on the financial stability that your position gives you, the skills and experience that you've gained by being there, any people that you have around you within that workplace who you get on with and who you kind of feel like are your tribe and that are supportive and lifting you up, those connections that you've built, the networking that you've done within that position, all of those sorts of things, focusing on those and the good things that that job brings to your life. Even if it isn't perfect, I'm not saying that you have to do this false happiness of something being better than what it is, but just finding those small things, because otherwise you can get stuck in that energy of rumination and lack of motivation to move forwards and make any changes. And by clearing that up, it's going to allow you to move forwards into a more fulfilling position. It's going to open things up to you because there are no limitations. You can set the bar as high as you want, and as long as you are following your heart and what you're really passionate about and that make you feel emotionally fulfilled, it's that thing of seeking that emotional fulfillment, because everything will fall into place, but you need to find that emotional fulfillment first. You may also find meditation helpful as well, but it feels like those are the next steps along this journey. So what else, please, Spirit? What can my pile ones do? The world. Yeah, this is coming to a close. As you work through this, things are going to end, things are going to fall away. What else, please? What else, please? Which one? Is it one of these? No. What else, please, for my pile ones? Page of Voices. Yeah, there are things shifting at the moment. It may not feel like it. You may not be able to see it. Pardon me, I'm sorry, I'm burping. It's re-emphasizing the things that things are shifting. Because when energy shifts within our body, it can come up as wind, and we can also have hot flushes and feel cold. It's the energy shifting within us, which is why I associate that with things shifting for you. But we also have the world here, which is cycles closing out, things changing and coming to completion. So this phase that you are in and the things that you are working through, it is coming to an end. Things are changing. It's not going to be like this forever. You are going to find your voice and be able to start speaking up for yourself. Yes, you're going to feel like a novice at it if it's something that you haven't done before or something that you don't often do. But it's going to allow you to have an emotional new beginning and be able to really step into what it is that you want to be doing and how you want to be showing up and helping people. But this whole thing of being able to voice your opinions and your wants and needs, it's going to help close this out, or this closing out is going to help you to be able to do that. It may be a twofold thing where you begin to vocalize what it is that you need and then you move into something new, and it's going to propel you forwards in being able to speak up for yourself. But things are changing. And for this last section, what questions do we need to ask? How is Spirit helping you with this? How is Spirit helping you to move forwards within your career and make the changes that you need to? And we have two that want to come out. Okay, a second. So Knight of Emotions. Yes, seeking emotional fulfillment, and the Magician. Having everything that you need already at your fingertips. You have all of the skill sets that you need and all of the knowledge. You have transferable skills if you're going into a different position. It feels like you want to be maybe moving towards something that could be to do with a charity work, charity based, something that is really going to help other people and help to uplift them and fulfill them, and to, because it feels like you get your emotional fulfillment by helping others, regardless of what position that is. And Spirit is helping you to be able to see that you have everything that you need, all of the skills, as I was saying before, all of the skill sets and things like that. And Spirit is also helping you to seek out your emotional fulfillment, to be able to look up and see that additional cup and the things that you already have. Because although the three main cups are shown next to her, what she isn't seeing is that she is already sitting in a giant cup. And it's being able to see what it is that you already have, and the emotional fulfillment that is already there within you. And the Knight of Materials. Yeah. So by seeking your emotional fulfillment and finding this closure within this situation, it's also going to help you to find a greater amount of material abundance as well. So you may find that when you are changing jobs, you end up in a position that is better paying than the current one that you're in, but it does feel like you're moving careers and changing the direction that you're going in, because where you are isn't emotionally fulfilling you. So if you came to, although it's been a really long-winded way of getting to it, and you may feel like that's exactly how your energy is at the moment, everything feels long-winded and it's taking forever to get to where you want to be. But if you came to this reading wanting to know whether you needed to change careers, I think the answer is yes. And you may find that it naturally comes about, whether you are looking for it or not. You may find yourself being offered a different role or position somewhere. You may be headhunted. but it is going to lead to more emotional fulfillment and financial abundance as well. So before we finish your reading, I wanted to pull some oracle cards for you for guidance. Now, this may or may not resonate, but I went for the Oracle of the Unicorns for you because the unicorns, although they are a mythical creature, they're also a magical creature, and they reside in a different dimension, which is actually the same dimension as our angels do. But they aren't just with us for a lifetime. They are with us throughout our soul journey, regardless of the incarnations that we have, and they help us within our soul journey and soul path as a whole. So I thought it would be nice to be able to get some guidance from them. So what guidance is there, please, for my pile twos from their unicorn? Growth. Seek out a mentor or guide. Take baby steps as you grow. Be willing to learn from others. So this could be the people that are around you and supporting you, and being willing to, if you get offered a new position, that seems to be everything that you want and more, but you feel like you aren't quite there when it comes to the experience, or it could be something a bit new from what you've done in the past. Allow yourself to be guided and mentored by the new people that will come into your life around that situation, and be willing to learn and grow from them, because this is it's going to help propel you forwards. And it's okay to be a novice and be that baby unicorn stepping into the new world. We also have intention. Be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. Be bold with your requests to the universe. Yeah, there is no limitations, pile 2. And yeah, it's about that whole thing of focusing on the good, as we were saying here with the 4 of emotions. Focusing on the good and being able to be grateful for what you already have, because that energy of gratitude is going to allow things to grow, because the more grateful we are, the more good things come to us because of the shift in our vibrational set point. But aim high. You don't have to settle for something that isn't emotionally fulfilling for you and isn't bringing you the connection and fulfillment that you want. So what else, please? And we've had 2 more come out. So we also have hope. Stay positive. The worst is behind you. Sorry. Look to the light. And we also have abundance. Enjoy the beauty of life. Your supply is unlimited. Blessings are coming to you. It's that energy of gratitude again, and staying hopeful. And then on the back of the deck we have leadership. Step into your leadership, share your message, inspire and empower others, which comes back to this protest card here. Don't be afraid to forge your own path, moving forwards and stepping out into, it feels like stepping out on your own, but in kind of a way that is being self-empowered and knowing your worth, and being able to lift others up with you as you go. So I hope that this has been helpful. I know it's not your typical career reading, but it's something a bit different, which I hope have helped you in some way. And thank you ever so much for being here. This is where I'm going to leave your reading. But I hope that you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching. And of course, please feel free to comment, like or subscribe if you feel like doing so. Let me know if this resonates, because I know it's a bit of an unusual career reading. And I really hope that you will come back and see me again soon. Bye. Hi my pile 3s. Welcome to your reading. straight off the bat, I feel like saying, welcome, my fellow tarot readers and psychics and intuitives. I know that most people who watch tarot readings are either tarot readers themselves or one day will be tarot readers, because I think that we all become obsessed with it. I know that's how I started out. But there is a real psychic connection with your pile as a collective. So it feels very much like you are either working already in that kind of industry or you want to move to that kind of industry where you are working psychically with others in some way, shape or form, whether it be that you are drawing psychic arts, whether it be that you're drawing someone's higher self, or whether you are reading tarot, working in mediumship, anything along those sorts of lines. As a side note, if you're having trouble sleeping, then this would be the perfect crystal for you. Working with amethyst, because amethyst helps with insomnia, it also helps with bad dreams, and can help us get to sleep and have a more restful night's sleep. But before we get into your tarot, I'm going to pop those to one side for a second, because we have some pre-shuffled oracle cards which are going to represent your current situation and energy. So we'll see what we have. We have dragons, slay them all with number 6, and number 6, it's making me think of the Lovers, so there may be choices involved in this as well. We also have, can I pronounce this? Rhododendrite? Dendrosite? I'm not quite sure. I will hold it up. Hopefully you can see that. But to me this is linked with the heart chakra because of it being a pink crystal, and we already have quite a lot of pink hues coming out. And we also have abundance. I am grateful for the abundance nature and the universe provide in my life. And we also have every day I learn, I improve. And vision. Trust your ability to create the vision in your soul. Yeah, so this is something that I love that that's going underneath the crystal as well. There are... Okay, so it feels like you are making the decision to trust more fully in your abilities and the career choices that you're making for yourself, which I feel very much like they are to do with spirit in some way. Now, these dragons, slay them all. They could be limiting self-beliefs, or it could be the beliefs of others that you are coming up against, and you are choosing to ignore people saying that you can't make a living out of that because it's not a proper job, and kind of shoulding all over your life. It feels like that you are coming up against, rather than it being something that to do with your workplace or your co-workers. It's more the resistance of other people around you, because you are already so tapped in to your intuition, to spirit, and to the universe as a whole. It doesn't feel like it is anything to do with something that you need to shift away from, a career that you need to change, or anything like that. It feels like you're already so clear on what it is that you want to do and where you want to be and what it is that you're working towards. The only thing that's kind of like the hump in the road, because of this being the card in the middle of all of the oracles that have come out as well, it's just It is just that. It is just a bump in the road. You don't need to worry about what everyone else is thinking, because once you fully step into this and really embody, because you are learning and improving all the time, the experiences that you're having, any readings that you're giving, anything like that, they are all building on your knowledge and your experience, and each and every one of them helps you improve. Regardless of, because that's the thing, isn't it? It doesn't matter. Like, we can sit and procrastinate about things all day long, but it doesn't get us any further forwards. Whereas when we're taking action, like it feels like you are, then each time we do a step towards what it is that we're working towards, or each time we practice something, it's getting us that one step closer to having it perfected and that improvement. So it isn't about not taking action because you haven't learnt everything yet. It's learning through those actions, and it may be that helps you slay these dragons, whether it be beliefs around whether you are good enough, whether you are experienced enough within your field to be doing and charging what you want to charge for it, or whether it is the resistance of those immediate people who are around you. Now, fit that to your situation, because it feels like it will be different for all of you watching this reading. But it feels very straightforward that you already know what path you want to take. There is only this one path, and it's not about making a choice. It's just about following your intuition, your gut instinct, continuing to trust in the abundance of nature and the universe and what's being provided for you and your intuitive nudges, and just staying the course, because you will get through the resistance and any humps that are coming up for you, because that's all they are. They're just speed bumps. They might slow you down a little bit, but they're not going to stop you. So what's best going to serve you with these questions? Okay, we're going to start with, how can you navigate this? Any advice on how my pile threes can navigate this, please? Oops. Wow. You're the first pile to have jumpers, and we have 3. I think that's all of them. Yep. So we have the 6 of potions, the 8 of potions, and 3 of potions. Okay, so there is, let me get these out of the way for a second. So what is it that you're trying to say with this, Spirit? Because there is a lot about your emotions, and to help you navigate this and connect more deeply with your soul family, your soul tribe, and know that it's okay to move away from things that aren't serving you. They were good for you at a point, but there may be some situations or people or something that you know that you need to move away from now. It's served its purpose, you've put the work in, and to get to the point that you have, but there is something more, and it's okay to follow that and to allow yourself to celebrate that knowing, and that thing of embarking on a new journey, a new adventure, and allow others to really support you and connect with it's almost this sense of play and connecting with that sense of nostalgia and things that you would have connected with and enjoyed when you were younger. But tapping into your emotional fulfillment and your emotions and your emotional body and continuing to do so, they're going to help you to navigate this, because you're going to know what it is that you need to walk away from or cut out by how it makes you feel. If something feels good, continue to move forward towards it. If it feels bad, then, or it makes you feel drained or unhappy in some way, or like, I can't say that, I can't swear, Spirit. Like someone's raining on your parade, then they're not the people to be around. And it's just a matter of following your bliss and your happiness. So how are you helping pile 3, please, Spirit? How are you helping pile 3? The Emperor. Yeah, making practical plans and being able to move forwards with this. How are you helping, please? Oh, okay. There's an element of following your base desires, not in an unhealthy, addictive kind of way, but not overthinking it. And being able to really follow your gut instinct on this. And that's how Spirit is helping you. That there may also be an element of any unhealthy coping mechanisms that they're helping you work through and cut away and cut out. They may be the dragons that you are slaying. And they're helping you to form a very grounded and practical approach to this so that you can navigate it more easily. Because there is a need to have that higher perspective about the situation, and anything that is holding you back, and on the back of the deck we have the Lovers. So yeah, it's all about choices and knowing what is going to emotionally fulfill you moving forwards in your career, and knowing how to make healthy choices as well. If you are having any problems with unhealthy habits and things that you know are holding you back from moving forwards with your career and being able to develop your practice more fully, then Spirit is helping you to make better choices and to be able to see the bigger picture moving forwards and what it is that you need to do, and the action steps and how to slay these dragons moving forwards, and connecting more deeply with your heart space and to embody all of who you are more fully. But this feels very straightforward for you, pile 3. You've already done so much work. You already know what direction you're going in. You're so tapped into Spirit already. So this is probably confirmation for you more than anything else. But I want to pull some oracle cards for you, just to get some final guidance on this. So I chose the Oracle of the Unicorns deck because, as you may already know, unicorns are, they're not just mythical creatures, but they're magical creatures as well, and exist on the same plane as angels do. But they're there with us on our journey throughout multiple lifetimes, and they aren't just here with us for any number of incarnations. They're there with us from the beginning right through to the end. So I thought it would be nice to be able to get guidance from them, because they help us with our soul growth throughout all of our lifetimes. So what guidance is there, please, for my pile 3s from their unicorn? What guidance is there, please? We have awareness, live in the moment, be conscious of your thoughts, look for signs and guidance. And we also have anger. Safely express your anger. Use anger as a positive force. Honor all of your emotions as sacred. And this feels like it could be to do with the dragons and the devil card that we had come out as well. That base emotion that I was talking about earlier. So, anything else, please, Spirit? From pile 3 into unicorn. Any other messages of guidance? We have polarity. Integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. So yeah, it's just finding that balance within yourself and being able to accept those base emotions like anger that might be coming through. And on the back of the deck we have strength. This challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side. Look for the gifts in this situation. So that could be something that you are working through with the slaying of your dragons as well. You're going to be so much stronger for all of this growth that you're going through right now. And being able to step into the new, or further your career in the way that you want to. So I know that this is an unusual kind of career reading, but I hope that it has been helpful for you. And please feel free to let me know how it resonates in the comments. And obviously feel free to like, comment or subscribe if you feel like doing so. But regardless, I hope that you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching. And I really hope that you will come back and see me again soon. Bye.